I'm on the phone with Rachel Witter from Eyewitness News. She's the chief meteorologist, and we had a huge storm roll through the area yesterday, a lot of flooding and so on. But Rachel's going to decipher what those awesome-looking clouds are that we saw before the storm. How you doing, Rachel?
I'm good, yeah. Happy that there's some calmer weather today, but we had a lot of interesting clouds, a lot of stuff going on in the storms yesterday. So those clouds are actually a fairly new classification of clouds.
Really?
They're not new. They've been happening, since weather's been happening, but they just recently got their own classification. They're called Undulatus Asperatus, which just sounds like a lot of letters, but it directly means agitated wave. And you can totally tell that it's a very wavy cloud, and what's happening there is just kind of air going up and down. It typically happens near a thunderstorm because near a thunderstorm we have a lot of air coming up and then a lot coming down. Rain falls, it drags the air down on one side, and then we need something to pull air up to form a thunderstorm. So these clouds form near thunderstorms because we have a lot of that air transfer. You can tell in the pictures they don't have rain falling from them. They're non-precipitating clouds. So that's why they are so photogenic, because you don't have to, take a picture through the rain. They're just there without it. So it's really just a little bit of instability up in the atmosphere, that air going up and down. And that's pretty much it. It's a fairly simple explanation, but it's very cool to see out there. And I would say it's pretty rare. It's not, uncommon, but it's not something you see every day. So it is pretty cool to see around here.
So when we see clouds like that, is that an indication as to how strong the storm could possibly be?
Not really. We have a joke in the meteorology community. We actually call those types of clouds SLCs, scary-looking clouds. So they're a little bit more ominous than what they actually are, but it doesn't really give you an indication of how strong it is, but, to the average person, it looks pretty scary and it looks very threatening, but typically, if you see those, you're not in the worst part of the thunderstorm.
And then the calm after the storm. Tell me about rainbows.
Yeah, well, rainbows are super cool. I saw a couple yesterday. We had some double rainbows, and it really just depends on how the sun hit the existing rain. So the storms moved east yesterday, and as the sun was setting to the west, the sun goes through whatever, raindrops are left. We still had, some storms to the east, so the sun is over in the west pointing east, and it just goes through the raindrops and kind of acts like a prism. You've probably seen the little, glass pyramids you can hold up to the light.
Yes.
And, shoots out a rainbow. So that's exactly what happens in nature, and we had a bunch of those yesterday. As the storms were moving out, the sun was setting, so it was the perfect timing to get those cool rainbows pretty much everywhere across the area.
All right. Thanks for explaining all of that to us, Rachel. We'll talk to you soon.